Mirrors, we look into them every day, but what if one day, your reflection wasn't really yours? Tonight, on Haunted Horizons, we bring you the chilling tale of the Faceless Woman, a terrifying story of a mirror that doesn't just reflect, it watches. A woman moves into a new apartment, only to discover that her reflection lags behind. Then, the knocking starts at 3:33 a.m., and soon she realizes something is trying to take her place. Some say she was just imagining things, others say she was never seen again. Turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and whatever you do, don't stare at the mirror too long. Chapter 1. The Reflection That Wasn't Mine. It started with the mirror. I had just moved into a small, old apartment downtown, a place that felt too cheap for the space it offered. The landlord had smiled a little too wide when I signed the lease, and the previous tenant's mail still sat uncollected by the door. The apartment came with an antique, full-length mirror, bolted to the bedroom wall. It was old, the glass slightly warped, the edges framed in dark wood. I thought nothing of it, until the first night. I was brushing my teeth, moving like normal, when I noticed something off. In the mirror, my reflection lagged, just slightly. Not enough to be obvious, but enough that my gut twisted. I raised my arm to test it, waving my fingers. My reflection did the same. A second too late. Chapter 2. The knock at 3:33 a.m. I convinced myself it was just exhaustion, a trick of the dim bathroom light. But that night, at exactly 3:33 a.m., I woke to the sound of knocking. 3 slow knocks. Not at my door, at my mirror. I didn't move. My breath hitched as my eyes adjusted to the darkness. The mirror stood across from my bed, and in the moonlight, I could see a faint outline. Someone was inside the glass. I forced myself to blink, and when I opened my eyes, it was gone. I told myself it was a dream. It had to be a dream. So Chapter 3. The Missing Face. The next morning, I avoided the mirror. But as I walked past it, something big felt different. It was colder near the glass. And then, as I finally glanced at my reflection, my stomach dropped. My face was wrong. It was my body, my clothes, my posture, but my face was missing. A smooth, blank void stretched where my eyes, nose, and mouth should be. I staggered back, heart hammering. The moment I did, my face snapped back into place, like nothing had happened. But I knew what I saw. Chapter 4. The Woman in the Mirror. That night, I covered the mirror with a bedsheet. If I couldn't see it, it couldn't see me. At 3:33 a.m., the knocking returned, louder this time, more urgent. I didn't move, I didn't breathe. Then the sheet slid down on its own. And standing inside the mirror was a woman with long, tangled black hair, wearing my clothes. But her face was gone, a blank, smooth void where her features should have been, and yet I could feel her smiling. I reached for my phone, my fingers trembling. As I lifted it to take a picture, she moved. Fast. Her faceless head jerked toward me, tilting unnaturally. Her hand slammed against the inside of the glass. I ran. Chapter 5. She Wants My Face. I didn't sleep that night. I searched online for anything similar. Faceless Woman, haunted mirrors, doppelgangers. Then I found it, an old article. Missing woman found dead in apartment complex. No forced entry, no sign of struggle. Her face was missing. The address? My building. I slammed my laptop shut. I had to leave. But as I turned, she was outside the mirror. Chapter 6, the final night. I don't remember unlocking the door, but I ran. Down the stairs, into the street, gasping for air. But the moment I stepped outside, I felt it. The world was wrong. The streets were empty. The air was thick, like wading through water. The street lights buzzed, flickering, and the glass of every store window, every car mirror, all of them reflected her. She was everywhere, watching. Then I heard it, a voice, my voice. Give it to me. Chapter 7, the trade. I didn't run. I couldn't. My limbs were heavy. The air felt like it was crushing me. And then she reached out. Her fingers brushed my skin. I gasped, my body convulsing, my vision blurred, my face burned. And then, epilogue. Did I escape? I woke up in my apartment. The mirror was gone. The knocking never came again. But when I looked into my phone camera, I saw her standing behind me, and my reflection, it didn't move.